Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft video. I'm your host Comment125 and today we are continuing with the second part of how to build a flush door with a key. So, last time we left off with this. You should have exactly this if you're following this tutorial, and we're going to do a little test one more time. And it works. Very good. Alright, so now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of the door. But before we do that, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of redstone mechanics. And I'm going to teach you guys why I use glass. Okay, so I put this torch on this side. Redstone dust. Nothing happens. Okay, because it's glass. I put this down. Redstone dust. Destroy that. Button. Torch. I press the button. It cuts off. Glass does not conduct redstone electricity. And using that to our advantage in this build, it's going to be important that you understand this, which is why I'm going over it, is the redstone ladder. So, you can ladder redstone through glass. Okay, put a button down. Powers the whole thing. You cannot ladder redstone through blocks. See, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I put a button right here. Press it. Doesn't work. So whenever you're building a compact build like this, it's good to know little tips and tricks like that. So let's get started on this door. Why don't we? Alright, so let's get straight into it. Just know I'm going to use this example that we already have, but know that you can put this input wherever you want and however you want. If you look over here, my situation I used was a corner. So you can see I kind of let it into. All you got to worry about is that this hopper line goes into this top filter hopper. Okay, so let's get started on this build. First thing you want to do is you want to make your dropper elevator like we discussed yesterday. And just remember, it has to be a solid block surrounding the entire pathway all the way up. So now if we throw a redstone torch in, it should go up. Always test it first. So now we can continue. So we're going to build what I like to call the hallway, the area that I want to walk through that needs to stay clear throughout this entire tutorial. Also, we're going to talk a little bit about layout here, is that this is where your item's coming up. You don't want any of your redstone or any of your pistons or anything like that going to be in the way of that coming through. So whenever you're trying to lay this out, remember that your pistons are going to be there. And then you're going to have the block. And then you're going to have your actual doorway right here. Okay. So the item's going to come up right behind this piston. This piston will be moved. The item will come up. You'll grab it. The pistons will go back that way. If you had it to where your item was coming up to the pistons, it could get pushed through a block. You know, could get pushed down through here and into all this mess. And you don't want that. So that's a little bit about layout. Alright, so now we know where to put the door. Let's learn how to build it. The materials list this time is going to be in the description below. I think it'd be easier for you guys to gather. But we're going to start right here on the left hand side of our door if we're facing inside. And we're going to place a little 2x2 section like that. We're going to place 4 sticky pistons in this position. And then we're going to come around here. And we're going to place 2 sticky pistons in this position, and then place 2 of your door blocks, whatever blocks that you want to blend in with this wall. If you don't want it to blend in, however you want. Now, we're going to put a block here, redstone torch, piece of redstone dust. Those 2 pistons should extend. And now you see this is flush. Now, we're going to do the same thing we did over there. 2 blocks here. Temporary block. 1 block. Break temporary block. Redstone torch. And 2 pieces of redstone dust. And that is pretty much the door as far as the pistons go. Now we're going to get into the sequencing, which looks terribly hard, but it actually is very, very easy. So this is what I like to call a 2-sequence door. First sequence, these pistons activate or deactivate, and then the second sequence is these pistons deactivate, pulling these pistons and those blocks over. So how we're going to accomplish that is you're going to take your white stained glass, or whatever glass you use, or you can use regular builder's blocks if you want to, but I prefer these just to be safe. And you're going to do an L shape, so 2, and then you're going to turn 1, you're going to go down 1, and you're going to come out until you're past this point, and you're going to build all the way over here until you hit this point. And then you're going to come up, and you're going to make another L shape like this. So wherever this is, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pieces of glass. Okay, now you're going to connect these with redstone, 4 redstone, and then you're going to put a repeater on 4 ticks delay, and you're going to put redstone dust all the way powering this block. So this is going to cancel out this redstone torch, and this one's going to cancel out this redstone torch. And of course, we are going to test this before we connect it to anything else. Put a little button down, press the button, doors should work. And of course, you see how fast that is, which is why we put it on a pulse extender. So to connect these is very easy. You can see I have this the opposite way it needs to be, just before our example, which is a really easy turnaround. We're just going to turn this pulse extender around, and you guys will actually kind of get the tutorial again. So you got out, in, piece of redstone dust connected to the 2. See how they're facing, make sure they're facing opposite directions, very important. Solid block, and then I'm going to actually, I'll use solid blocks. Then we're just going to ladder this up, because we know this is from the last video, this is where our power comes from. And we're just going to ladder this up. There. So now, this is all connected, and it should all be working properly. So, let's test it. And the key comes out, pick up the key, closes back behind you. And that's it. That's the door. Now, all that's left is to do the get out button. So now that we've gotten in the door, we also want to be able to get back out, don't we? So how we're going to do that is we're going to just put in this wall, because we know we're going to wall it in. We're going to place our button right here. So that would be, you know, a block in and then a block up. And we're going to come around the back, and I'm going to place 2 pieces of glass like this, 2 pieces of redstone, power that button, make sure that powers that. And we're just going to simply put a piece of glass there, a piece of redstone dust there. And that should get you out. But, of course, we're going to test it. Boom. As you can see, it's very fast. I don't think the reason why I left it like this, and I'm not going to put another pulse extender, which you can, is simply because I don't think I don't need enough time myself to get out than I do, you know, going in. So I don't need as much time going out that I do going in. So I left it like that. If you want, you could put a pulse extension out here like this. And we're simply gonna do this and this. Beep bop. Boop. I'm gonna destroy that. And that should give us a good pulse extension. Let's see. Yep, it gives us a little bit more time to get out. And you can go out and go in, and that won't mess up your input sequence either. It should be about the same time. Yep. And then it waits, and then it closes. It might be just a little bit longer, but it's not going to be significant enough for you to not want to do that. I believe on my realm I did do that, just simply because of, you know, you have tick lag on realms and other things like that. But this is it, man. This is all that it is to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that this door works for you. Again, you do not have to use this particular door. You can use any door you want. This just kind of gives you an idea of different ways that you can do it, and this door is kind of popular right now in Minecraft. I didn't design this door. I'm sure I came up with it myself, but I'm sure that there's other doors out there like it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, and if you learned anything or followed this tutorial, please, please, please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know your opinion on this. Did I talk too much? I try to explain things more than most tutorial videos usually do. Please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time.